Hello friends! Today I'm sharing with you guys a flip through of our Rod Staff Math 4 that we're using this year for my oldest. So my 4th grader and actually 6th grader is using the Rod Staff Math 4, which would be like grade 4. So I'm going to do a flip through of it. I'm going to share that with you, and then I'm going to give you kind of an update on how it is going. So on how I'm enjoying it or how it is working for our family. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and kind of show you, flip through and show you what the Rod Staff Math 4 looks like. All right, so this is the Rod Staff Math 4 or Arithmetic 4 book. So this is the student's book. There are also 2 teacher's manuals for the different sections. So I'll show you what the student book looks like first. So basically there is a table of contents right at the beginning, which is very nice for you to be able to find what you're looking for. I love how there is scripture throughout the whole book. So this is like a, I believe, Mennonite curriculum, so you'll see the kids look like what they're dressed in kind of goes along with that. But it's whatever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. Okay, so that is nice, and so we've already started using it. This is what one lesson looks like. There is some teaching on this side, and then there are exercises to do. Like I said, I don't always do every single thing. So we try to do, I try to have them, if they can really show me that they know how to do it and that they don't need extra practice, then we don't do extra practice. So like sometimes we'll just be doing some of these together, and then I might have them do a couple on their own to show that they know it, and that's kind of how we do each section, and that works really, really well. So that is what each lesson kind of looks like. In the very back, there's also, let's see if I can show you, there is also in the very back some drills. So these are drills, and so there's drills on like multiplication, but there's also drills on like measurements and things like that as well. So you can kind of see that. So they would do like this drill here or this drill. And then there's, like I said, ones for multiplication, division, and that kind of thing as well. So that is what is in the student's book for Arithmetic 4 for Rod Staff, Mathematics for Christian Living series. So it is a Christian math. So some other things, extra things that come with the Rod Staff, or the Arithmetic 4 from Rod Staff, is also the test booklet. So we may not do all the tests, but sometimes it's nice to have them do a test on their own so I can see if they actually remember the stuff that we've learned. It's just kind of helps me to kind of determine if there's something that we need to work more on together. So it's not, I don't absolutely do every single test, but if there's something that I'm not sure if they completely understand, I might have them do the test so that I can see if we need to work on it more. And then you get this packet that has a bunch of the drills, which is really helpful for sure for like multiplication and division. And then the teacher's book. So the teacher's manual, this is part 1 for chapters 1 through 8. Then there's a part 2 for chapters 9 through 17. And so in the teacher's book, there is materials for this course. So you'll get your materials and then to the teacher. And there's a good section, there's a good amount of section there for talking to the teachers. So you'll want to read that before you start teaching it. It's very helpful. And then there's the table of contents again. And then right here is what you will need. So this pink page is basically for the teacher here. So this again is lesson 1, and it's got, of course, all the answers on there, but then you've got your objectives for what you're trying to teach in this lesson, any preparation you might need to do. Then you've got your oral drill, out loud type drill together, and then this is the teaching guide. So basically you're going to go through this, and that's how you're going to teach this section, and there's sometimes special notes and things like that as well. There's also extra drills if you feel like you need to do them or whatnot. So that is kind of what that looks like. And honestly, like I said, I might do several lessons. I might teach several lessons at once and kind of just look over and see if there's something new in one of the sections, because I don't have time every day to spend on teaching lessons. So I might do 2 days where I do their math lessons each week, and then the rest of the week we just kind of go through some of the stuff we've learned. I kind of watch them do some of their work and make sure that they understand it, and then we move on. So that is what that looks like. And I didn't really look in the back to see what was in the back of this one, but in the back of the teacher's manual, okay, there's the tests, the answers to the test and the drills in the back there. So that's what that looks like. And then, of course, yeah, just the rest of the lessons. Again, the part 2 for the teacher's manual looks pretty much the same, just learning different things. All right, so I'm going to give you the update on our Rod Staff adventures. We have gone through arithmetic 1, through arithmetic 2, arithmetic 3, and now we're starting 4. I feel really good and solid about Rod Staff Arithmetic, and I've already done a video on it and why we love it. But it really helps you master those math facts really, really well. There is repetition. It really isn't anything flashy or shiny, which I don't think it needs to be for arithmetic. It needs to just be solid and nice, clean, solid, and help you memorize those facts, so master them. I really do think that the oral drills that you do, like skip counting and oral drilling your multiplication and division facts, is extremely helpful and maybe even more important than the written drills, I think. But I think you should do both of those things for sure. And if you need to take some of the lesson out, but do the lesson, work through some of them together, some of the problems together, so that you can see that they clearly understand it, but really focus hard on those oral drilling and those paper drills as well. So I think they're really necessary for mastering those facts. So that it's really nice because it has it laid out what kind of preparation you need to do for the lesson, which is usually just having some sort of thing to count with, or having things written on a board, which you can use a whiteboard or something like that, or however you want to do it that way, but maybe a piece of paper even if you don't have a whiteboard. We have a little one that just has like a little stand thing, which is really, really helpful. We just put it on the table and then use it. So that is really nice to already have that all written out, and then exactly what you're teaching written out. You don't have to do really much preparation at all. Sometimes I don't even prepare the stuff on the whiteboard because our board's so small. I just write it up as we're working on it, and that works fine too. So that is everything I have to say about our Rod and Staff for this year, and we are still enjoying it, even though I am simplifying our school this year a lot, just taking it down to the basics and things like that. If you want to find more out about that, I wrote a post on it today on my blog, and so I'll link that down in the description so you can check that out and read that if you'd like. But just with life circumstances and things like that going on, sometimes you have to simplify and just go down to basic things like reading, writing, and arithmetic, and really pouring into those areas and just kind of outsourcing some of your other stuff. So that, or doing some more group subjects this year rather than individual subjects, and that is really going to help us a lot. And I am excited to talk with you guys in the comments below if you have any more questions questions about Rod and Staff Arithmetic, you can let me know in the comments. Also, I can do a flip through of Rod and Staff English 2 and 4. I have those for this year, and if you are interested in that, that is what we're using for our English this year, English and grammar / writing, I guess. If you'd like me to do a video on those, just let me know in the comments. So I look forward to chatting with you guys in the comments below, and I will see you guys again soon.